really don't know if existential crises are still a thing, but in case if any of you are not familiar with the former, have you ever seen or heard anything so unbelievable it just makes you question the existence of everything?
My day with some homemade broth, and the fact that this is going to gross you guys out just brings me so much joy. I drink it while getting some morning sun. My new favorite soup.
Well, that's kind of the experience that I had when I discovered this carnivore diet. First, the snowflakes who demand to be referred to as them, and then those who eat themselves into immobility-inducing obesity. I just don't even know what's even real anymore. And then there's this, which I wouldn't even want to call as even a diet.
New favorite soup. I cooked 1 pan.
Like, how could that even be, like, appetizing in any way?
1 cup of cream, and shake yours up better than I did. Add 2 raw egg yolks and
Now, quite frankly, I would have to admit that watching all that fatty gunk just sloshing around actually does make for a pretty effective appetite suppressant if any of you do fasting like I do. Now, apparently this Courtney Luna is a popular figure in this trend. I'm kind of just new to discovering this. I mean, I will admit I do kind of live under a rock, which I do so kind of half intentionally because I'm just so completely astonished with the way that the world is going these days.
yolks and a pinch of salt and 1 teaspoon of instant coffee. Mix it up real good.
All right off the bat, we can see she doesn't even live up to her claims. That's some false advertising we got going on there. At least the vegans and vegetarians will at least try to live up to their claims. Heck, even the pescatarians draw the line somewhere. Don't have anything against coffee in particular. I will admit that I am a coffee drinker. It's just a big danger with these carnivore dieters who substitute caffeine for energy is that their diets already have a lot of saturated fat by default, and saturated fat makes it that much harder for blood flow to go through the veins. Plus, stimulants on top of that constrict the blood flow even further, which can make it a double whammy, especially if you already have plaque building up in your arteries. And anyone with Nutrition 101 will know that cholesterol is found only in animal products. We make all the cholesterol that we already need, so with this animal abundant diet, they are putting that much unneeded cholesterol on already strained arteries, plus the caffeine consumption. Not necessarily saying that either is bad, but both would definitely make it that much worse together, just to add insult to injury.
Okay, do yourself a favor. I'm like in hog heaven right now, or chicken heaven. Go to Buffalo Wild Wings on a Tuesday. Buy one, get one.
Of course, continuing to not even abide by their own rules. Anybody can see the writing on the wall on this. They don't even believe what they are doing, and they are using mental gymnastics to spin this off for their own gain.
Okay, so I tried a fat fast today. I am definitely not saying this is how you should do it. A lot of people do it and have
More false advertising. You couldn't even call this dirty fasting or even something within that hemisphere. Calling something a fast when it's actually anything but a fast. Anyone that has any experience with fasting will know that hearty, high-fat, high-protein foods are the worst thing to do in between or during or after any start of any fast. It is very straining on the digestive system, especially when I highly doubt that any of these carnivore figures are actually abiding by this as often as they say they do, since sustaining this in any long-term direction is physiologically not possible. My gosh, all that liquid grease. Anybody who has watched anybody cook bacon knows what happens to the grease after it sits out. I'm really speechless with this trend, promoting a diet which has been demonstrably proven to cause atherosclerosis, plus promoting stimulant use on top of already strained veins. That's all I have for today. I will admit that I have been working on managing my own weight. I've been looking into plant-based eating plus fasting, kind of doing a combination of the two. So once my life gets better, I will hope to make more videos about that topic. Thank you for everyone for being really understanding. Everything has just been really difficult for me, so I'll see you guys soon.